Right. Let us begin. Ah, good day, everyone. Yes, we're watching this on a recorded YouTube recording. Please like, subscribe, and share this this class with everybody that you know that. And sometimes, we make a judgment of, oh, that person's not going to really like that. This has happened to me before in other things, in a course or whatever. But it's like, that's not my job. My job is just to offer it if it resonates with me, and either they take it or they don't take it. When the student is willing and shows up, they'll find the teacher, right? And so you never know, but we know how important that this practice is for us for many reasons. And this week in particular, and I wrote in my newsletter, about just reminding ourselves we have to fight, I think, almost for our happiness. That's our baseline, that's our true nature. But with all the stuff that comes down on us, that rains down on us, that's so heavy, especially now, it's just so much going on around us that we sort of lose track of that. We allow the negative feelings to come in, the scariness and all of that stuff. And it's like, just be with that, keep yourself lightly informed, and then come back, fight for your happiness. And whatever that means, like, what do I like? Just putting a smile on your face. Even I always say this too, even if it's fake, that sends a signal to the brain to pump out hormones that are happy hormones, right? Our happiness hormones. Yeah. So, and breathing. Breath is so amazing. Last couple days I had been feeling some like anxiety, like just some energy that I couldn't figure out what it was. And again, we grab energy from what's going on around us, but because we're energy as well. And extending the exhale breath. I was in my car and I was just like, blah, just making sounds. Our body needs to process that stuff. So to move, and when it's hot out, or things constrict us from moving the body, it builds up. So somehow we have to get it out. Yeah. All right. So let's start with shaking the body. And you can make sounds if you like, blah, 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 blah. We're in our homes, probably nobody around. So just get crazy, move, shake. It's why when you watch children, right? They just are doing that naturally. They shed, they shake it off, shake, shake, shake it off. Yeah. So just make sounds, move the body around, get rid of all that tension in the body, shed it. Yeah. And relax. Good. We're going to bring our palms up on our lap. Nice tall spine. And feel free to close your eyes and just arrive in the space. Notice how you feel when you simply just close your eyes. So shoulders gently back and down. I'm just going to do some deep yogic breath here, and then start a practice with some primordial sounds of Om. But let's just take a few breaths. So breathe in through your nose. Pause the breath, and then breathe out through the mouth with a big sigh. Let go the heat of the negative emotions that we might be, experiencing. Breathe in, pause the breath, and let it go. Feel the body start to relax as you breathe out. One more breath. Pause the breath. And when you need to, just breathe it out. Relax. And now we'll take breaths in, and instead of breathing out with a ha sound, we're going to breathe out with the sound of Om. It's a combination of the sound ah, oo, right? And just bring it all together. So let's take a nice big breath in. And exhale with the sounds of Om. Om. Just gently extend that sound as long as you can comfortably. Again, take a nice big breath in. Pause the sound, breath, and then Om. And just do one more at your own pace. And at the bottom of that sound, just release your breath, come to your natural breath. Bring a little smile to your face. Then feel free here to remain with your eyes closed if you like, bringing your palms down on your lap if you'd like. Find your nice tall spine, so you're just lifting your heart. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Relax your shoulders. Good. And then inhale, lift the chin up. And exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Relax your shoulders. Keep your chin down now, tuck down. As you inhale, roll your head over to the right and up, making our circles, and over to the other side and forward. As much as possible, just keeping that little smile on your face throughout your practice, sort of as your little happy companion. Yeah. Again, even if you don't feel like smiling, just turn the corners of your mouth up and see. It's time the head comes forward, pause, and reverse, go the opposite direction now. Nice slow rotations. Just feel really nice on the neck. Next time the head comes forward, pause. Press down into your feet, slowly lift your head back up. Good. And find a nice tall spine. Slide your hands up your thighs just a little bit further. That keeps our shoulders in alignment, not rounding forward. It's always a nice way to sit, right? With your hands up on your thighs. Slide your hands forward. Start to feel through that. You start to feel the slouch, right? The spine rounding, the shoulders coming forward, the lungs getting constricted. So if you press into your feet, slide your hands up, that automatically keeps your shoulders back. So keep that in mind this week, as you go through the week. Are you sitting up tall, right, when you're sitting? Yeah, even in your car, it's a little harder in your car to straighten out your hands up your steering wheel. But you can still adjust your seat to where you have a nicer posture as you're driving. Good. All right, now take a breath in, and as you exhale, slowly turn your head over to the right. Looking as far over to the right as comfortable. Good. And then inhale, slowly bring the head back forward, and exhale, turn to the other side. Stretch as much as you can, as much as it feels good on your neck. And then slowly bring the head back forward again. Good. Relax your arms down. Let's do our shoulder circles. Let's first lift our shoulders though. Press down into your feet and lift your shoulders up to your earlobes. Stretch your spine. Lift, lift, lift. And on your next exhale breath, relax your shoulders down. On an inhale breath, roll your shoulders forward and up and back and down. Just doing our warm up here. Yeah, forward and up and back and down. Good. Just connecting connecting to our body, connecting to our energy, then reverse, connecting to all that's going on around us. Yeah, it was strange. I was like feeling like, why is my body like buzzing, and why is my head like buzzing? And I think really it's just because there's so much buzzing going on around us. Relax. Good. Now, good. All right. So let's feet about hip distance apart. Let's just stretch our feet. We're going to lift our heels up, stretch the top of your foot, drop your heels, lift your toes. So we're probably doing a little bit more activity during the summer season. So just stretching your feet. So just keep rocking them back and forth, lifting the heels and lifting the toes, noticing how nice it feels to gently stretch your feet. Yeah, good. And then bring both feet down, plant your feet. Yes, good. We're going to bring our hands forward and lift your palm fingers up and press them down and in. Reach your fingers in towards your armpits. Yeah, again, summer season, we're in our gardens, we're just doing a lot more. Yeah, and in. And so we're just giving our head to toe body some love. And release the arms down, shake it out, wiggle out the body, just do some wiggles. Good. Press down into your feet, slowly stretch your arms to either side. Stretch, stretch, stretch. All these things keep our body healthy, right? Just had a young friend who had surgery with a gallbladder, and if we can just keep our body moving, our internal organs moving, right? That really helps to keep us healthy. Lift your fingers up and down and up and down. Make fists with your hands. Rotate your hands into your fists as you slowly start to relax your shoulders and let the arms slowly float down towards the floor. Yeah. Good. And relax. Just let the shoulders hang. Let gravity take that weight of your arms. Yeah, good. And let's bring our hands to, let's do a little massage. So our skin, let's take our fingers onto our skull and just start moving the skin of your skull around. Yeah. Just reminding ourselves that our skin is the largest organ in our body. So taking care of our skin as well is important. Moving that skin around. So we're not just, massaging the scalp, but we're trying to move the skin around. You can go to a different place, maybe the top of your head. Yeah. And really move it around. You have somebody shampooing your hair, it always feels so good, right? And then the back of your neck, take your fingers on the back of your neck, in the top of your shoulders. Good. And then one hand onto your one shoulder and just start to massage the arms all the way down. Good. To the hand. And take the fingers and gently pull each finger. Yeah, one at a time. And again, looking at this body that you were given, and then other side. Good. And so just massaging, giving yourself self-love, and realizing how blessed we are to have this body. It's a true gift. Yeah. And finger, yes, all your fingers, giving a little pull, a little shake, and shake it out. And as if you have water on your fingers, start to flick the water off. Maybe you start to move your hands in circles. Just, yeah. If you're hot, maybe just imagine that there's water on your fingers and the person across from you is flicking water onto your face, cooling you down. Yeah. And shake it out. Move, flop the fingers around. Good. And if you're not already sitting a little bit forward in your chair, scoot a little forward in your chair. Hands on your thighs. Inhale, lift your heart and look up. And exhale, slide your hands forward, drop your head. Good. And then inhale, lift and look up. And exhale. Anytime we open our heart, we lift our heart. Yeah. That's the area of gratitude here, right in the throat, right? And slide again, coming into another cow pose and into a nice cat pose. Yeah. And relax. So just like opening up. We're going to do a tiny little facelift here. It's my favorite one. So it also helps to open up. Again, we feel grief and gratitude right here, right? So when we're in grief, it's heavy here. And when we're in gratitude, we also feel like that, you've all felt that when something's happened to you that you're so grateful for, you feel it right here. It's that throat chakra. So lift the throat. Good. And then bring a smile to your face so your lips are closed. And then take your tongue, the tip of your tongue, and start to tap the roof of your mouth. So you're making this big smile, lifting the roof of the mouth, of the chin, and tapping. Make the smile really big, really exaggerated. And you start to feel all the muscles in the jaw area and your cheeks and all that start to tighten. A couple more. And relax and bring the head back forward. Good. Relax your arms down, roll out your shoulders. It's a really nice exercise to do each day if you want to start to tone this, because as we get older, gravity is not our friend. It is keeping us on the earth, but it also is dragging everything down. Yeah. All right. And shake out the legs. Good. All right. Just one nice little twist here. So pancake your hands one on top of the other. Nice tall spine. And inhale over to one side and exhale over to the other. So start to feel that movement at your waist. You're turning at your waist. Yeah. Inhaling to one side, exhaling to the other. Each time, maybe you go a little bit further. Good. Next time that you come to the right, relax. Release your hands down. Bring your right palm behind your right hip. Left hand on the outside of the right leg. Take a breath in. Press down into your right palm to gently stretch and get a nice long spine. And then as you exhale, relax. Press into that left hand. Press into the left foot to turn over to the right. And find belly breath. Big breaths in to relax the belly. Yeah. Exhale, relax the belly back. And on your next exhale breath, relax your whole body. Slowly bring your head back forward, your body back forward. Bring the opposite hand on top now. Elbows out to the side. And a little turn to the left and the right. Inhaling to one side, exhaling to the other through the nose. Next time that the body comes to the left, pause, relax your arms down. Same thing on this side. Left palm behind the left hip, right hand outside the left thigh. Take a breath in, press down into your left palm. Stretch your spine gently long. Exhale, relax, press into your right, that right hand to turn, and press into the right foot to turn over to the left. And find your breath. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Enjoying stretching your spine, massaging all of your organs, your liver, your gallbladder, your intestines, your stomach, your spleen. And as you exhale, relax, slowly turn the head back forward, slowly turn the body back. Perfect. Roll out your shoulders. All right. Take a nice breath in here. Nice tall spine, hinging at our hips. As you exhale, hinge forward and just come into a nice forward fold. Wherever you land, you can keep your hands on your thighs. You can slide your hands to your shins, maybe your fingertips to the top of your shoes. Only if that feels okay on your body. You're looking at the floor now. If on an exhale breath, you want to drop the crown of your head down. And if you do that and you feel too much or it's uncomfortable, then lift the head back up. Yeah. And breathe here. Again, you can breathe into your belly. Feel your belly press into your thighs. As you exhale, relax and go maybe a little further. 2 more breaths here. Good. And now on an inhale breath, bring one hand back to your thigh, the other hand back to your thigh if you had to bend down. And then pressing down into your feet and your palms. Slowly bring your body straight back up. Good. Great. And relax. So just sitting in our chairs here, we pretty much stretched from head to toe our body. The beauty of using a chair as a prop. Yeah. All right, coming into a stance now if you wish. Slide the heels back, hinge forward, press down into your heels to slowly bring your body up to a nice tall stand. Good. Take a walk behind your chair. Gently push the chair forward or to the side. Have it a little bit handy, so if there's anything that we do that you need to like put your hand on, you'll have it handy. So let's just start to move the body. Again, this is a good pose, good posture for when you're starting to feel anxiety and sadness and all of that can be really toxic feeling, right? So sometimes if you're getting to that point where you're feeling that, just move the body, shake. You can close your eyes if you feel stable. You can make noises. That really helps. Just, yeah, just get it out. Don't carry it too heavy. Good. And relax. Good. Let's find our mountain pose. So we shed all of that negative emotion, all those things that feel healthy, the fear that comes. Oh my gosh, the stock market's this. I only have this amount of money. What am I going to do? How am I going to live? What if this happens? We do that. That's a tendency of our minds, right? To keep us safe. But we don't have to carry it, right? We can use that, that information to make change. And if we can't make change, we need to just let it go. Yeah. And then our body's nice open vessel for, on an inhale breath, take your arms out and up. Lift your palms up, lift your heart up, look up slightly. And now we're a vessel to receive all the blessings that are out there, that are raining down upon us. We can be just aware of what that is, what they are. And many times we don't even know what they are, but just be open to whatever possibilities and miracles can happen. Yeah, so many. And as we exhale, relax the arms down. Again, it's basically physics, right? What energy attracts energy, right? And it also deflects energy. And when we're in this negative state, we're deflecting good things coming to us. We're inviting the negative, right? So lots to do here. Yeah, good. Okay. Come to a little bit wider stance, soften your knees. Inhale to one side, exhale to the other. Let's get rid of that tension, that heat in the body. If you lost the smile on your face, just invite it back. Again, no matter how you're feeling today, you brought yourself to yoga. That is what an amazing feat. Yeah, congratulations. So let's make the best of it. Smile through it. Yes. And one more. And relax. Good. Bringing your feet back to hip distance apart. Yes. Nice tall spine. And let's do a little march. And again, moving the body is so important, not just to like look good. I think our society now is like, I want to look good, but more so I want to feel good. Yes, again, that feeling. I want to be blessed, but you want to feel blessed. Yeah, So this just, the moving helps us to, again, resituate the body, resituate the mind. Yeah. So just marching forward and back. Good. Forward, back. And if you want to come into a little bit of a jog, that's fine. If marching felt good, or you can just march, lifting up your knees a little bit higher. Try them and just decide what feels good. What's your body asking for today? Good. And slow it down. If you were jogging, slow it down back to our march. Good. And then coming to a little bit wider march. Just opening up. Feel free if you want to kick your heels back. That feels okay. Squeezing your glute muscles. And just notice if that doesn't feel okay, then just come back to just the wider march. And if that doesn't feel okay, just come back to your regular march. Take care of your body. Yeah, you can try things. And if it's not resonating, be okay with adjusting. Yeah, good. So we're just moving. All right, and relax. Good. Come to your mountain pose. Let's bring your hands very softly onto your throat and close your eyes. And again, just imagine blessings raining down upon you. And feel that in your heart. Like a little drop or a little pebble that somebody just between your fingers and just dropped into your heart. Smile on your face. And then when you're ready, gently flutter the eyes open, relax your hands down, and just give yourself a little shake. Good. All right, we're gonna stretch our spine a little bit deeper. So standing up nice and tall. Good. We're gonna take a breath in. And as we exhale, we're gonna turn our head over to the right. And then we're gonna bring our chin down. So we're gonna catch our right hand, looking at our right hand. Good. And on an inhale breath, we're gonna start to reach the right hand up, the right arm up. And we're gonna watch it as it slowly raises through space. Yeah, left hand can be pressed against your thigh, or you can have your hand on your waist. But just looking up as high as is comfortable on your neck. Yeah. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, just slowly watch that right arm float down. Notice your fingers, your palm. Notice the temperature of the air on your arm. Yeah. And then slowly bring your head back forward. And we're going to do that again on this side. We're going to turn our palm out. We're going to bring our left hand onto our waist. On an inhale breath, reach that right arm again, out and up. And stretch it up tall. Take a breath in. As you exhale, reach up, reach up, reach up. And then take another breath in. And as you exhale, reach up and lean over. And breathe. Pressing down into the outside of the right foot. As you reach your right fingers up and over. And then inhale, come back up. And exhale, float that right arm back through space. Relaxing the right shoulder as the arm floats down. And release. Good. Nice tall spine. Turn your head to the left. Drop your chin down. Take a gaze at your left hand. And on an inhale breath, watch your left arm, left hand as it floats up through the air with the greatest of ease. Watching it, reach up. Yeah. Good. And then exhale, watch it as it slowly descends. Again, noticing the temperature of the air on your arm, noticing the lines in the palm of your hand and your fingers. And then relax. Good. Lift the head back up and bring it forward. Good. Now we're going to turn the left palm out. Inhale, float that left arm out and up. Nice big. You can always be in cactus pose. I should have mentioned that. Yeah, take a breath in. And as you exhale, stretch up, get nice and tall. Reach those left fingertips up. Another breath in, and as you exhale, reach up and lean over. Again, your right hand can be on your hip or just alongside your body. Good. And just lean over, press down into the outside of your left foot as you reach over to the right. And breathe. And again, nothing should ever be uncomfortable. Should just feel expansion. Yes. And then inhale, slowly bring your body back up. And exhale. Again, notice the temperature of the air on your arm. And release both arms down and roll it out. And shake the body a little bit. Yeah, good. If you have your chair handy, good. Maybe lift up onto your toes and your heels off your feet. Good. Now lifting up your heels and then nice soft knees, head right above the shoulders. We'll do little drops. Yeah, so lift up and drop. If this does not feel good on your body, then don't drop as hard. But when we're doing little heel drops, sending the reverberation up our body to build bone, strengthening our feet. Okay. 2 more. And 1 more. Good. And shake out feet. Good. All right. And we're going to do a little stretch of our hamstrings here. So we're going to bring the right foot forward. Good. So we're just sort of on this tight railroad track here. Yeah. And so just get a stance where you feel nice and grounded. Hands come into our hips. Good. Take a breath in, lift the heart, look up. And as you exhale, take your fingers on your hip bones, start to slide your hips back as you hinge forward halfway, coming into pyramid pose. Good. All right. So take another breath in here. As you exhale, see if you can drop your left hip and lift your right hip up. So both feet pointing forward. Yes. Flattening out your sacrum and breathing. Good. Try to have a tiny little micro bend in that front right knee, not dropping it or hyperextending it back. And breathe. 2 and 1. Good. Press down into your hips. Slowly bring your body back up. Good. And once up, slide your right foot back. Shake it out. Let's do that hamstring stretch on the other side in pyramid. So again, toes forward, right, on a tightrope. And then the width is however it feels comfortable for your body. Yeah, good. Hands on your hips. Inhale, lift your chest, reach your elbows back, look up, make this a little nice back bend. And then as you exhale, start to send your hips back, keep your spine straight as you hinge forward, just to where it's comfortable for you. Good. So you're with your hands gently gliding your hips back. Take a breath here. Let's even out our back. As you exhale, see if you can lift your left hip up and drop your right hip a little bit. Yeah. And breathe. Good. And again, micro bend in that left knee, that front knee. You don't want to stretch it or hyperextend it back. Good. And breathe. 2 and 1. And press down into your feet. Slowly press down into your hips as the body comes back up. Good. And then step it back and shake it out. Yes, especially your hands on your hips. Sometimes that can put a little strain on your wrist. Yeah, good. So shake it out. Good. All right, coming into goddess pose. We're going to come to with our feet on an angle here. Good. Being mindful with your knees in this pose. We're going to take a breath in. As you exhale, drop your hips straight down. So your knees will start to bend, but they shouldn't be uncomfortable. Yeah. And check in. Maybe you scoot your heels forward a little bit, bringing the knees more in line with the heels. Yes. Good. And then reach your arms out to a T. Bend your elbows. Good. Lift your heart. Look up to where the ceiling meets the wall. Take a breath in. And as we exhale, relax. Let the hips just sink down. Good. Another breath in. And smile on the face if we've lost the smile. The more we practice, right, the more it just becomes natural. Big breath. Each time you exhale, see if you can melt, relax the shoulders, melt the hips a little bit more. One more breath. Good. And then on an inhale breath, press down into your toes. Start to reach your fingers up towards the sky. Yeah, good. Nice big star. Yeah, we're all part of the universe. Exhale, relax. Yeah, whenever you need a miracle or you need to get out of when we need to get out of our little mind, let's lift the left toes up, bring them forward, lift the right toes up and bring them forward. And then heel toe, your feet back to hip distance apart or step together. Yeah, just look, I think I had a dream last night. I was looking up in the sky and I was just noticing the billions of stars. We don't even know how many. And the earth is just one teeny tiny little part of that. So the fact that we have this earth and these bodies and this life is an enormous blessing. Yeah. And relax. Good. Okay. You might want to have your chair handy here. I think you can come to either side, whichever is most comfortable for you. All right, so we're going to work on a little bit of a balance transfer. Yeah. All right, so let's just find our nice mountain pose. You can start with hands on the chair. Good. We're going to reach our right arm forward. And then both with the hand and the head, we're going to slowly go over to the right. Watch your hand go to the right. And then slowly bring it back forward. And release it down. Good. And now we're going to do a kickstand. So we're going to kickstand our outside leg, our right leg. Good. And then we're going to reach the arm up, forward. Good. And again, we're going to bring the gaze over to the right as we watch the arm move over to the right. Good. And slowly come back forward. And then release. Good. March it out a little bit. And now the next progression is kickstand, arm forward, and maybe lifting the knee up. So now all the weight is on this inside leg, so squeeze your glute. If it's available to you, slowly start to turn everything out to the right. Your knee, your arm, your gaze. You can always touch down. Yeah. And then slowly bring it back to center. Yeah. And release. Good job. All right. Let's do that on the other side. You can remain on this side of your chair or switch over if you'd like, but this is fine. We just need a little something to hold on to. All right. So this side, we're feet hip distance apart. Good. Lift the arm up. Again, if you want to have something to hold on to, you might want to, switch over because we're going to be lifting this arm. Yeah. So why don't we all do that? All right. So arm forward. Look out to the side. Watch your hands as it moves over to the right or left. And then come back forward. Good. And release. And now the next progression is kickstand. So weight into this standing leg. Good. Arm forward. And up to the side. You can like float your hand up off the chair here. Start to challenge yourself a little bit if you'd like. And then back forward. And release. And now the challenging progression is arm forward, knee up. Good. Get your balance. And now take everything out to the side. Leg, arm, gaze. Try to stay nice and tall. Yeah. And then slowly bring everything back forward and release. Good. And shake it out. Good. All right. Now a little bit of a balance challenge. We're going to be playing around with our eyesight here a little bit. So just find your nice tall spine. We're going to bring left foot in front of the right. Good. All right. And now we're going to tee our arms. Good. And if it's available to you, soften your gaze. Look through your eyelashes. Notice any movement in the body. Yeah. Good. And then release your arms down. Good. Next progression is, again, make sure that equal weight on both feet, both legs. Yes. And so the next progression is we're going to lift our heels. Good. All right. And now let's see if we can soften your gaze. And if it's available, even close your eyes and notice the wobble. Yeah. Good. And then open your eyes, release your heels. Take a break. Good. And third progression here is not necessarily letting go of the chair, but we're going to just have the hand just at the front of the chair. Let's find our tandem. Good. Nice tall spine. And again, equal weight in the front and the back leg. Good. And then lift the heels. Good. And now just having your hand touching your chair. You can always hold on. Yes. And now if it's available to you, soften your gaze. You can even just put one hand on one eye, or you can close both of your eyes. Yes. And just chair's right there. You can always drop your heels. You can always grab your chair. Yeah. And then release your heels. Open your eyes and release your heels. Yeah, so that's a really powerful balance transfer. And yeah, even just with one hand on your eye, that's very helpful. We can do that the same thing on the other side, staying on this side of the chair. So now slide leg is forward, find your tandem. Make sure that you have equal weight in both, not necessarily leaning back or forward. Yes, so find that comfortable stance. Good. All right. And then we're going to just lift the heels. See how that feels. Yeah. Balancing. Adjusting. And then release. Good. And now we're going to, again, holding onto the chair, we're going to lift the heels. And now if you want to soften your gaze or bring just one hand onto your one eye, or close both your eyes. You decide which challenge you want. And breathe. And got that chair there. And then open your eyes and release your heels. Good. And shake it out. Good. And then final challenge here is to just touch the front of your chair, or maybe one finger. Yeah. So that inside leg forward again, right leg forward. Good. And then get comfortable. Notice the weight, if it's equal on both legs. And then lift your heels. Good. And then again, either soften the gaze, cover one eye, or gently close both eyes. And just touching your fingertips, trying to balance without gripping. That's the challenge. And breathe. Yeah. And again, wobble is good. This is where the work is. Yeah. And 2 and 1. And then open the eyes and release. So not only are we, getting strength in our legs, our calves, all of that, we're also really challenging that balance, right? We always talk about 3 major things, right? That are responsible for our balance. And that is eyesight, inner ear, and joint sensation. So when we have achy joints, we tend to be weaker, right? Because our body's depending on that joint sensation to stay up. So we have more of a tendency, with achy joints to trip, because we're not it's harder for us to lift. Yeah. So, and eyesight, big time. And so as we start to, our eyesight maybe starts to diminish possibly, or we get progressive lenses, or we all get into the readers, right? So our depth perception is different. All these things that we do here are so good for that. Very, very good. All right. So let's just march it out, shake it out. Yeah. Move the body. Good. Let's come to a little bit, let's come to a little bit wider stance. Soften the knees. And let's just do some hip rotations with our hips in one direction. Good. And then reverse, go the other direction. Good. And relax and bring yourself back to hip mountain pose. And we're just going to glide side to side here. Sort of just nice and easy. After all the balancing that we did with our legs, just start to slide side to side. Just opening up our hips a little bit. And come back to center. Good. All right. Coming to a nice tall stance. Again, coming to a little bit wider stance here, bringing our hands onto our knees and just sliding your hips to one side and to the other. And again, play around with your stance where you want to feel a nice stretch on that inside thigh. Yeah, that tends to get tight when we're doing all that balancing. Yeah, so let's just stretch it out. Notice one side versus the other. One side feels like it needs deeper stretch. I'm noticing that. My left side. Good. And come back to center. And again, either heel toe or step your feet back to hip distance apart. Nice. Okay. Let's make our way back to our chairs. Good. So coming to the seat of our chair, and let's gently make our way down to our chair. So take a breath in, and again, as you exhale, send your hips back, send them back. Yes, stop halfway here, and then take a breath in, exhale, send them a little bit further back. And then when you're ready, find your seat. Good. Scoot it forward into your seat a little bit. So we're going to do a nice stretch for our legs here with all that balancing. Good. So finding your nice tall spine, you're going to extend your heel out, right heel. Good. Toes reaching towards the body. Both hands, let's just lay both of your hands onto this left thigh. Take a breath in, get nice and tall. And as you exhale, start to hinge forward. Yes, keeping the chest up, keeping the spine straight. Good, and come as far forward as is possible. And then relax your gaze down and begin to breathe. Make nice big breaths here. Each time, you can even, as you exhale, you can blow that exhale breath out. Yes, just try to melt that tension away from your hamstring, your calf. This is such a nice whole leg stretch here. And more. And then pressing down into your hands and that standing foot, slowly come back up. And now point your toe forward. Stretch the toe forward. Yeah, just to where that feels nice on the top of your ankle, top of your foot. Good. And then relax and start to slide your foot back. And as that, just slide it a little bit further back from your left foot, getting a calf stretch in here. Pressing down into your heel, that right heel. So if your heel's lifted, scoot your foot a little more forward. You want to press down, get a nice stretch on that that calf and Achilles tendon and back of your ankle. Good. Find your nice tall spine. Breathe. Good. And then gently on your exhale breath, slide your right foot in line with the left. Now we're going to take this right leg and we're going to reach it out to the side. So find the corner of your chair here. Yeah, good. So nice tall spine. Good. And then pressing down into the outsides of your feet. Feel that opening in your hips. You can even take your hands to the inside of your thighs and just gently guide your legs open. And nice tall spine, shoulders relax back and down. And breathe here. 2 and 1. And now we're going to take this left leg, we're going to turn to the side of our chair and bring that left knee down, coming into a lunge here. And once you do that, your knee can be forward, it can be straight down, yeah, on the ball of your foot. We're going to reach that left arm forward. Good, make a fist. And then we're going to lean forward. Good. And then we're going to start to draw that arm back, draw the shoulder back. Yeah. Start to feel a stretch in that front hip flexor. Yeah. And breathe. Good. 2. And for 1. And then slowly bring the arm back to neutral. Forward, body back to neutral. Release the arm. And here, if you'd like to just take a little twist, take a couple breaths, turning to the back of your chair. You can hang on to the back of your chair, sides of your chair. And then relax and slowly bring the body back forward. Take your left hand to the back of that left leg, to that back leg, and help to bring it next to the front leg. And then scooch your body forward. Good. And we'll do that same thing on this side, right? Now the left side, or the opposite side that we did, we're scooted forward in our chair. We're gonna extend the leg. Yeah, good. Take a nice big breath in, get a nice tall spine. Reach your left toe back, keep a micro bend in that left knee. Good, both hands on your right thigh. For leverage, take a breath in. And as you exhale, hinge forward. This is such a nice hamstring stretch. We got to keep that hamstring nice and supple. Yeah, good. And start breathing. Nice, long, slow, deep breath. You can blow the exhale breath out as you relax a little bit more forward. Again, the head's not dropped. It's extended from the top of your shoulders, right? You want to keep that spine straight. Breathe. Blow it out. Relax, put a little bit more forward. Good. And then pressing down now into the hands and that standing right foot, slowly bring your body back up. Good. And then point your toe forward, that left toe, point it forward. Feel the stretch on the top of your foot. Good. Pointing forward. And then relax that left foot. Start to slide the left heel back, slide the left foot back, a little bit further back from the right foot. And then press down into that left heel. And breathe. Bring both hands onto your thighs now. Yeah, stretching that left calf muscle, that left ankle, left Achilles. Good. And then relax, slide that left foot next to the right. Good. Now we're going to take this left leg, step it out to the side. Good. Nice tall spine. Good. Press down into the outsides of your feet. Lift the heart. And breathe. You can take your hands and try to guide your thighs open a little more, or just energetically see where you can take that. Pressing down into the outsides of your feet helps to open up. Yep. Good. Breathe for 2. 1. Good. And then relax. And now turning to the left side of your chair, dropping your right down towards the floor. Shift around, get your lunge, your seated lunge. You're on the ball of your back foot. Good. Hold on to the back of your chair with the left hand. And reach the right arm forward, make a fist. And then draw that arm forward first. And then draw the shoulder back. Go as far back as you can with the shoulder. Again, stretching that hip flexor, the shoulder, tucking the tummy in, a little bit of a core work here. And breathe. 2, and for 1. Good. And slowly bring the arm back forward. Relax the arm down. Grab behind that back leg. On an inhale breath, gently bring that leg next to the other. Good. And then scoot your body forward here. Good. Pop. And do a little butterfly. Opening, closing, opening, closing. Good. And then finally, we're going to relax the arms down. Grab behind your chair to hold on to something. Stretch your shoulders back. Drag your elbows back. Lift your heart. Look up. Good. And then now on an exhale breath, drop your body forward. Just let it drop forward. Breathe. 2. And breathe for 1. And then pressing down into your feet, slowly bring your body back up. Release your hands, shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. Release any tension, just shake the body, move the body. Yeah. And then let's get ready now for our final relaxation pose, most important pose of the hour. Yeah. So sitting back into your chair, getting yourself nice and comfortable. Have your back feel supported. Palms up on your lap. Maybe as high up on your thighs as you can. My chair is a little restrictive here. Yeah. And then go ahead and float your eyes closed. Good. All right, let's take a few long, deep yogic breaths. So take a breath in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2. One more at your own pace. Slowly breathe in. Pause at the top. And slowly breathe out. Pause at the bottom. Go ahead and relax the body now. Relax all of your efforts. Feel the shoulders soften. Feel the arms relaxed. Fingers. Feel your throat relax and open. Feel blessed. Relax the heart, the belly, your hips, your legs, calves, feet, toes, whole body relaxed. go of all of your efforts. Gentle little smile on your face. Whole body relaxed. Notice how you feel. Closer to your true nature now. Joy, happy, relaxed. And feel free to remain here for as long as you'd like. Should you choose to slowly come back into this space, time, take a breath in and breathe out. Begin to wiggle toes and fingers. Move the body gently side to side. Coming back to center. Bringing your hands into Anjali Mudra prayer position and resting them onto your chest. And take a nice big breath in, feel the belly rise, the chest rise. And as you exhale, bow your forehead to your fingertips. Relax your shoulders. And we'll close practice today with this. Happiness is amazing. It's so amazing. It doesn't matter if it's yours or not. When you're feeling ready and complete, gently begin to flutter your eyes open as you lift your head. And I thank you all for coming and finding this beautiful practice for yourself and for the world. Have an amazing rest of your day. Smile. Namaste.